Good morning, children. This is January 9, 2021, Saturday, English video session for class 10. I repeat, today is January 9, Saturday, 2021, English video session for class 10. Today, we are going to do some of the question and answers of the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon. The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Book, Her First Flight. And this poem the author has given lot of pet names to the animals. We have to find out whether our assumptions are clear. Now, the poem is already over. It is taken. And now we are going into some of the important questions that are expected in the board paper. Who are the characters in the poem? List them with their pet names. Okay. Characters, more are there. Pet name, both. Let's see. The characters of the poem are Belinda, a little black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, a little pet dragon, a pirate. Repeat, children. Belinda, a little black kitten, little grey mouse, little yellow dog, little pet dragon, and a pirate. Okay. So, Belinda and pirate are the same. There is no change. Kitten's pet name is Ink. Mouse pet name is Blink. Dog, Mustard. Dragon is the Custard. I'll repeat. The characters in the poem are Belinda, little black kitten, little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, a little pet dragon, and a pirate. Okay. So there will be no change in the names of Belinda and who? Pirate. They are the same. Let us see the pet name of the other characters. Kitten is Ink. Mouse is Blink. Dog is Mustard. Dragon is Custard. Please check the spellings, children. Yes? Can you write it in your notebook also? Kitten is Ink. Mouse is Blink. Dog is Mustard. Dragon is Custard. Why did Custard cry for a nice safe cage? Why is the dragon called? Excuse me. Why is the dragon called a cowardly dragon? Can you just go through the poem and read once, children, where the Custard is crying for a nice safe cage and the dragon is calling cowardly dragon? Just go to the poem once, all of you. Yes, Custard cried for a nice safe cage because it was a coward. It is called a cowardly dragon because everybody else in the house was brave. Belinda was as brave as a barrel of bears. Ink and Blink are described as so brave that they could chase lions down the stairs, and Mustard was as brave as Tiger in the Rage. Compared to them all, Custard cried asking for a nice and safe cage, which is why it's called a covert. So now we have to write what all are compared to the bravery part. Okay? Now, Custard cried for a nice safe cage because it was a coward. Okay, who is Custard? Dragon. Okay. Safe cage. Cage is to protect itself because it's a coward. That is why the term is cowardly dragon. It is a what? Coward. Everybody else in the house. What about the people? Other creatures in the house are all brave. How do you know they are brave? 1. Belinda. What is her bravery is equal to? Barrel of beers. 1. Belinda is equal to, bravery is equal to barrel of beers. You have to write like this if you have to understand things and not miss even a single mark. Ink and Blink are described as so brave. How? They could chase the lion down the stairs. Okay. Ink and Blink are so brave that they can chase the lion down the stairs. Their bravery is compared to the how powerful they are that they could even chase a lion down the stairs. Compare Mustard. Mustard is like a tiger in a rage. Okay, so everybody is there. But Custard wanted what? Cage. Nice and safe cage. That is why in this entire house, Custard is called the coward. Clear? Yes. We'll repeat. Custard cried for a nice safe cage because it was a coward. First point. What is it referred to? It is called a cowardly dragon because everybody in the house was brave. We have to write this as second point. Everybody in the house was brave. Now we have to tell about each character in the house, how brave they are. 1. Belinda. Belinda's bravery is compared to barrel of beers. Ink and Blink are described as so brave that they can chase the lion down the stairs. Third is Mustard. It's so brave as the tiger in the rage. When you compare all the things, Custard is only one who is crying and asking for a nice safe cage. That is why he is called a coward. Okay, children? Now please write them. First you write Custard, cowardly dragon, and how others are brave, 1 Belinda. Next you write Ink and Blink. Then you write Custard. Then you conclude why Custard is called a cowardly custard or cowardly dragon. First. Okay, shall we go to the next question? Yes. Belinda tickled him and she tickled him unmerciful. Why? Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Why? Belinda tickled the dragon unmerciful because it was very scared and cried for a safe cage. They all laughed at it because it was a coward. Here, what is the tickling? Trying to pull him. Okay. So here, who is so unmerciful? Belinda. Okay, Belinda is unmerciful. And why is she trying to tickle the custard or the dragon? Because he is always scared. He is always scared. He wanted a safe cage. He wanted to be protected. So everybody laughed at him as a coward. Okay? Repeat. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmercifully. Okay, why? Belinda tickled the dragon unmercifully because he was very scared. See, other inmates are brave, but dragon is a coward. So she tickled him, and because he cried for a safe cage. They all laughed. Who is here? They, ink, blink, mustard, everybody. They all called it a coward. Okay? Clear? Yes. Can you write the question and the answer in your notebook? I think it is very clear now. The doubt is clear. Now, the poet has employed many poetic devices in the poem. For example, clash is tall like iron in the dungeon. The poet's device here is a simile. Can you, with your partner, list some of more poetic devices used in the poem? Clashed his tail like iron in the dungeon. In the entire poem, the poet has made extensive use of similes. What used? Extensive use of similes. What is the poetic device used abundantly? Yes, simile. Apart from simile, another poetic device that has been used is repetition. Most of the places when simile is used, also repetition also follows. For example, the repetitive use of the word little in the first stanza to emphasize how everything in the house to Belinda, to her pets were all little. The word is little. To Belinda and her pets, all the things in the house are little. Also in the seventh stanza, the poet has made use of incorrect spelling as the poetic device to maintain the rhyme scheme of the poem. He chose to write winda instead of window, and as winda rhymes with Belinda, window does not. He has always also used alliteration in the poem. Okay, and for example, in the 10th stanza, Custard has clashed his tail and clatter for clank. Similarly, in the 7th stanza 7, Pirate gaped and the dragon for gulped some grog. Look at the words used. Gaped, gulped, grog. Okay. Now let us start from one by one. Okay. So the question asked is, the poet has employed many poetic has made extensive use of similes. The poet has employed many poetic devices in the poem. For example, clashed his tail like iron in the dungeon. The poetic device here is simile. Can you, with your partner, list some more poetic devices used in the poem? In the poem, the poet has made extensive use of similes. Apart from simile, another poetic device that has been used is repetition. What is it used? Repetition. For example, the repetitive use of the word little in the first stanza to emphasize how everything from the house to Belinda to her pets were all little. Also, in the seventh stanza, the poet has made incorrect spelling. Look at the spelling of window, children. The spelling of window is W-I-N-D-O-W. But what did the poet use? W-I-N-D-A, winda. Okay. So, this is only to rhymes with Belinda. Okay. But if you write window, it will not get the rhyming. Yeah. Now, let us see he has also used alliteration, list of the alliteration. Let us see the alliterations used. Custard, clashed, clatter, clank. Custard, clashed, clatter, clank. Pirate, gaped, gulped, grog. What are these words? These are all used as a alliteration. We are bringing in this answer three things. Simile. The word little. Okay, used. Then the poetic device, incorrect spelling for the made use of incorrect spelling as the poetic device in order to maintain the rhyme scheme. Window, winda. To make it with Belinda. Now, alliterated words are custard, clashed, clacker, clank, graped, gaped, gulped, grog. Okay, children. I think now it's clear. Shall we go to the next? Can you find the rhyme scheme of 2 or 3 stanzas of the poem? The rhyme scheme of each stanza of this poem is A, B, B. See children, write it as small a, small b without giving a gap. Okay? So the scheme is maintained as A, B, B. So the poetic scheme, what is the poetic devices used? We have to be very clear because most of the time we will be asked only this. Writer uses words as in pictures or image without actually saying what they mean. Can you trace some images used in the poem? Some such images used in the poem are mouth like fireplace, chimney for a nose, brave as barrel full of bears, brave as a tiger in the range, went at a pirate like a robin at a worm, etc. Let us see one by one. What are we now seeing? Picture or images without actually saying what they mean. She did not elaborate, but she just gave images, traces of images, Obi. How? Traces of images. Some such images are mouth like a fireplace. 1. Mouth like a fireplace. 2. Chimney for a nose. Chimney for a nose. Brave as a barrel full of pears. Brave as a barrel full of pears. Brave as a tiger in a rage. Brave as a tiger in a rage. Went at the pirate like a robin at a wound. Went at the pirate like a robin at a home. Okay, children? It's little complicated, but it's all very nice too. The sounds are so nice. Some images we are able to correlate, but some we are not able to get into also. So what all we could make a picture or an image we have found out and we have presented. It's clear? Some of the images: mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, brave was a barrel full of beers, brave was a tiger in a rage, went at the pirate like a robin at home, etc. Okay. With this I stop, children. Thank you.